Welcome back, everybody. We are playing some Magic Templar today, and well, I have made a few changes to the build that I was playing recently. I did just upload a Magic Templar build if you guys saw it on my channel, but I've changed out specifically one set. We are now running the one, the only Vicious Death, and I had to give this build a try with the Vicious Death set just because we have so much AoE on it, and we just have such an easy time getting those Vicious Death procs on this build. Now, I know I'm not running Procstet for the full bomb spec, but hear me out on the Templar. With Procstet, it's kind of tough to get that big bomb that you want to land. It's a lot easier to get in and land that bomb on a Nightblade because you can enter in stealth. So I was actually just kind of trying out Vicious Death with the kit that I had already been running on my Plar, and holy man, we had some pretty sweet results. So I've got a pretty awesome set of clips for you guys here, and I have got a updated build video that I'm going to share with you guys tomorrow, and it's going to outline the changes I made to the build as well as my thoughts on a bomb-style Templar build. And of course, we're going to jump right into that PvP commentary. And this first fight here, we picked up a few really nice kills, and we're going to miss the block there, unfortunate, and get killed by that meteor. Now, moving on to the next clip here, we are just going to find this poor yellow guy AFK on the ladder. It is the Imperial City event, so we're pretty ruthless out here. We're going to collect as many stones as we can. We picked that guy for a few stones, and we're going to head towards the center of the AD place here. Get a massive burst, huge crit on that guy there into our ultimate and our jabs, and we bring that guy down. We jab the next player here, put huge damage into him, bringing him down as well, and the enemy Sork goes into his Destro ult here. I just respond by rolling out of the Destro ult, just heal up with the line of sight around the corner, and we're going to keep our Eclipse up and re-engage with the Sork off of our gap close there. We go for the ultimate. The Sork does a great job blocking the incoming ultimate there, but then we hit him with a really nasty stun there into the jabs, and he just gets up in time to get into his damage shield, but now we've got him in a really difficult spot. He's very low HP, and we're putting a lot of pressure out with the jabs, and we're going to finish him off there. So you guys can see, even though we've got the Vicious Death set on, this build is still very powerful up front, and I like that. I really like the variance between that, having still that really strong upfront burst potential, but being able to take advantage of that Vicious Death explosion. And there you see right there, 14k crit on our ultimate, so much damage on that player, and we're going to jump on top of this next guy here, finish him with the jabs, and we're going to mist away from that enemy soul strike there. And again, I just move myself behind the big ramp here and get up on top of the ramp. Just a really good LOS to use this ramp, and these guys are trying to go for the res. He does manage to complete the res there, but we're going to get him with a really good ultimate into the jabs when we can't stick the offensive pressure. He does a good job responding with his heals there, and we just hold block as the Nightblade comes out of stealth, just kind of reading the incoming attack. I thought we actually had a meteor coming in, but we just ended up blocking the Nightblade attack there too. A little bit of a stall, and then we go back up the ramp here, and now we're very low on Magicka after that prolonged engagement there. We're just going to purge off those effects, get our potion, our Magicka shooting right back up, and pop a heavy attack off on this guy as he runs around the corner. Try to hit him with the stun. He ends up dodging the stun, and the rest of the yellow come around the corner here. We're going to purge off those effects again, go back into our mist form just to make sure that we don't get hit by any stuns or any big smacks while we go around that corner, and reset our buffs here. And we're very low on Magicka. We get the fully charged heavy attack, and we go into the jabs around the corner. I jump on top of this guy, back into the jabs again, trying to get that Vicious Death explosion there, but unfortunately we cannot get the pressure we want, and we're forced out of that location. And I just kite my way back out, just purging, healing, and rolling, making the way back to this ramp here. The height on this ramp is honestly a good place for us to fight, and we re-engage with this guy here, get a huge ultimate on him into the jabs, the Vicious Death explosion, the second explosion on this guy here, and we put pressure on the last guy, hit him with the stun into the jabs, and we bring 3 down in the corridor as we're going to head back towards this yellow group to re-engage. And I just start by popping a few heavy attacks off on the edge of the group, just trying to get a feel for it, and we've got yellow coming in behind us. So a good thing I didn't commit to any offensive pressure there, because we did have to run away. Honestly, if we'd stuck around, we probably would have died really fast. Just pop my head around the corner here. They They drop the fear, and they're just going to poke me with a few light attacks. I'm just being patient here. I want to pull the Sork into a spot where I can kind of have a little bit of a decent engagement, and we find 2 players coming from behind here. A big ultimate into the jabs, and we're trying to get the Vicious Death explosion again. We get the first kill there, and unfortunately, the group had just spread out a little bit too much there, and we're just going to reset our buffs and re-engage with these guys. Jump on top of this guy by the body, go for the ultimate into the jabs, another kill off on these players here, and we're going to reset our buffs here. 2 of the yellow players, I think, went the other way in the tunnel, and we've got just the last player on us there. We hit him with the stun into the jabs, and we're going to bring him down as well. And now I guess I'm just going to try to look for the other yellow players. I think they went further towards the center, so we just head back towards the yellow spawn this way. I see a player there. We hit him with the attack. He pulls us in with his pull there, so we hit him with the jabs right away, and we just bring that guy down. We're going to reset our offensive buffs, and we're going to move on to the next target. This guy, oh, AFK in the wrong place at the wrong time. Welcome to the Imperial City event. We pick him for his stones, and we move on to the next guy. We've got 3 yellow players coming over the bridge here. We reset our buffs here, reset our offensive skills as well. Take a nasty stun from that Sork there. Purge off those curses and negative effects, and we're going to reset around this corner and engage with these guys. The Sork chases around the corner. There we hit him with the partial charged heavy attack into the toppling charge, into the ultimate, the jabs, and I don't stick around for pressure on top of him because I want to go for a target shift here. I quickly stun that one player and then actually go right back on top of the sorcerer. Really nice mobility with the toppling charge there, but again, I don't stick on the target here. The Sork actually putting out a decent amount of pressure here, and I'm just being patient for him to come around the corner. Just put some heavy attacks into that NPC there to get a little bit of magicka back, and the enemy Sork comes up the corner here, and I hit him with the stun into the ultimate, and we go for the jabs. The other yellow players hit us with the stun there. We respond by rolling, purging, and misting back behind the staircase here. We loop back over the other side of the stairs and then head back through the tunnel, just kind of keeping those negative effects off us and trying to kite this group out. I'm very conscientious of how many yellow we've killed here and how many are coming out of that spawn, so I'm just being very careful how we engage with these guys. And the yellow group here just kind of spreading out, and we see a lot of them on both sides, so I decide, okay, best to probably just hold the doorway here. A huge combo on this guy as she comes around the corner, or through this tunnel there. We bring 1 yellow player down, and there's 5 more yellow players sitting in that tunnel, just blasting me with their attacks. We're going to purge off our effects, put our Eclipse back on, and go back into our Mist form. The Eclipse plus Mist form combo so strong because it allows us to immobilize opponents as we mist away from them, and here we go. I try to get a little bit of a stack on the group, but again, we can't commit to any offensive pressure. There's just too many enemy attacks coming in, and you see we're just taking a lot of damage here. A nasty stun from this guy from behind there, and we spend a long time on the ground. Down we go. Alright, and for the last clip here, not so much us utilizing the Vicious Death explosion of this build, but just kind of showing off that this build is still really viable just in an upfront fight. I mean, it's still a very strong Magicka Templar build. Compared to the old spec, we're just a little bit shy and a little bit slower from where our old firepower was sitting at. So we could actually have the same amount of firepower with Vicious Death and just give up all the speed if we wanted to. So there you go. I just got this last clip to play for you guys, just picking up some nice kills on the Plar and using that nice big combo. And there we see right into the ultimate. He hits us with the counter stun. Great play on his part. And we go into our big AoE pressure here with the jabs and the Groth Dart as well, the Solar Barrage. And this guy's going to have a tough time trying to stealth out of this on his Nightblade build. And right away, we see he goes into stealth and we pull him out. And it is just going to be a struggle, honestly, for something like a Nightblade in a medium armor build to defend against this kind of a Magicka Templar. And we just keep the pressure on this guy, hit him with the ultimate, and there we see a nice toppling charge for the off balance and the jabs to finish him off. We quickly jump on top of this guy. He's very, very squishy, and he goes down to the combo there. We're just going to reset our buffs there and look for more yellow inside the tunnel here. And yeah, we find a lot of yellow. Oh my gosh, a big yellow group on the other end of that tunnel. And I just decide to mist right out of there, and really good call. We're just going to sprint away. not try to engage this group in this open area here. There's going to be way too many players, and we're going to get spiked down with our low resources for sure. So I just come back towards our trusty little ramp here, and an enemy warden overextends and kind of follows us, but we're just going to be careful how we engage with this warden and just be patient. We get a good stun there into our ultimate, but the other yellow player's coming around the corner. We take the stun from the NPC there, unfortunately. We go into our mist form, up the ramp here, purge off those negative effects, holding block in between our rolls as well. Really important because we did get clipped by some hard attacks in between the rolls there, and the block did help us mitigate that damage. So just a little tip when you're just trying to mitigate as much damage as possible, holding the block for that split second will make a difference. And there we see we get a good kite, a nice split on this guy here. We hit him with the off balance into the jabs, and we bring him down. Now I'm gonna let the rest of the clip play out for you guys, so I hope that you guys enjoy it. The gameplay, of course, was filmed live on Twitch, so if you guys want to be a part of the live experience, you can always check out a link to my Twitch down in the description below. We feature builds on the channel as well as clips for the top 5 PvP battles. If you guys are interested in sending anything for that, you can send it to KristoferESO@hotmail.com. More information below as well. We are sponsored by What the Fast. They're a VPN for gamers. They give me better ping to my favorite games, and they're free to try for the first 30 days via the link below. So give them a shot if you guys want to try them. No harm, no foul, because there's no credit card to sign up. So if it doesn't give you what you're looking for, totally fine. Just get rid of the program. And last but not least, if you guys really love the stream and you want to help support it, you can always become a patron on Patreon. Without your help, I would not be able to do this job, so thank you guys for helping out. Thank you guys just for watching, and I'll see you next time. Look forward to this build coming up tomorrow. Have a great night, everybody.